PvP. We love Hypixel knockback now, don't we? You know what knockback I don't like? Munchie's knockback. Hello, welcome to a video where I rant about Munchie and why it's a terrible server. See, this is the kind of stuff we get on Munchie, except they don't go flying. They just sit there, like 262MS, the only functioning staff on that server. Now don't get me wrong, Munchie's good in its own right. It's a good server. It's got staff. Not good staff, but it's got staff. Hey! Aren't you off? You know, on Munchie, players don't rubber band every 5 seconds like on Hypixel. Munchie's got like Kit PvP, it's got soups, it's got wars, all kinds of unique game modes that other servers don't have. I mean, like, Lunar Network itself has the exact same thing as Kit PvP, but like, we don't talk about that. Bye. Excuse me? You see, this is why we like Munchie PvP. People don't get rubber banded. It's not an enjoyable experience. You know, when you throw them off the map and then you're about to win the game, and it's like, no, I will rubber band and 360 no scope combo you into oblivion. Die. Now, what do I have against Munchie? You're probably asking. Well, I'm banned. And I wasn't told why. You know, I appealed twice. And is this guy cheating, or is this just his ping giving him this insane reach? Get off. I believe he's cheating, but then again, it's Hypixel. You can never tell with players. Every next player, you're gonna call him a cheater because they combo you once. It's just how Hypixel is. See? See? Rubber band! I told you! Watch me finally get this guy off, and then he just pulls the 262 and, like, rubber bands back on. Except 262 doesn't rubber band, because there's no rubber banding on Munchie. Out of here. Why am I talking about 262 so much, you're probably asking. Because they're the only functioning staff on all of Munchie, and I will stand by that opinion until I see Finesse Kid do something worth his while. Like, respond to his Discord DMs. When he has 7 messages from a player who's banned, is being ignored on the forums, and wants a response. Is that a good enough reason for you? For me to dislike Finesse Kid now? No? Okay. Let's talk about Examiner. Now, there's an unspoken rule in the staff team, and I don't actually know if it's unspoken. Maybe it's a rule that they, like, heavily enforce, like, hey guys, don't publicly leak alts. And more importantly, don't leak IPs to players. You know, don't take the players' IPs, leak their IPs to other players. Don't do that, guys. That would be bad. You know, and then they go and do it anyway. Yet they don't get demoted because, from what I can see, Examiner's still mob. PvP. Okay, you're a legit player, but you just have some weird African paint. Yes, the rubber band. All part of the master plan. Time for some PvP action. Sir. Okay, he's actually good. And he has ping on his side. Look at him, he's barely swinging and I'm going flying. Well, is he just cheating? He's cheating. He's taken no knockback. Actual none. Bonk. That man is gone. I called it. Obliterated. Now, Munchie staff in their own right, like, they aren't what makes the server bad. They contribute to that, but, like, the community itself is really toxic. A lot of the players threaten to DDoS, SWAT, hit off players, stuff like that. So yeah, the community of Munchie, really toxic. Generally really toxic. Sure, there's some nice people in there. Most of them are girls. It's just the stats, man. I'm not simping. It's just the stats. Most of the nice people are females. Most of the nice people are females. Now, to be fair, there are a ton of toxic e-girls on Munchie. They're not desirable. You just do not want to have anything to do with them. Are you cheating well on Lunar Client, or are you just weird? You are weird. Your hits, you're flying all over. Oh boy, I can't wait for a PvP battle. I hope I don't get 5 blocked on the Hypixel network. Instead, I'm just 5 blocking him. That was a close fight. Munchie itself is a pretty good server, but the kit PvP part, I think, is like the most toxic part. Sure, there's Wool Wars, but like, there's not really a community in Wool Wars. Like, Wool Wars, sure, there's a lobby, there's games, but kit PvP is something entirely different. There's casual, there's events, there's all kinds of things that can cause big disputes between players. There's clan wars, literally, and people clown on each other if they lose it. Like, you're just asking players to have conflict. And how do they solve this conflict? Well, just like civilized human beings, they get up from their gaming chair, and they take a walk and a deep breath. No, I'm kidding. They message them, "You're leaked," and then threaten to knock their doors down and make them ruined, like high ASF. I don't know, I've heard that one a lot, so it's just the main example I've got. Don't mind me. I've been told it so many times, I'm just convinced it's the norm that we all have to bully high ASF. Even though he literally, I don't know what he did. I remember him being slightly annoying with like Abomination and a fishing rod, but that's about it. Like, dude, he's just some kid on a computer. Why are you beating him up in real life? What did he do to deserve this? Get off the edge. Now, have I been threatened before by someone who like claimed to have my IP? Yes, that is actually something that has happened before. Oh, that man just launched me. Rocket punch. And I was in the situation where I was threatened. The person came at me, and they're like, "This is your real name. This is your address." Or, not my address, actually. No, just my IP. He sent me 2 IP addresses, and it was in a group chat. Him and another dude. He knows who he is. Or he might have forgotten, because it was so insignificant. Basically, he pinged me a bunch of times, put 2 IPs in the chat. Were they my IPs? Literally no. Like, if they were, I would have said, yes, those are my IPs, and then proceed to change my IP with, like, you know, a router reset. Because you can do that. I don't know how to do it, but, like, I would have found out. Nerd. So, yeah, the guy, he sent me 2 IPs. I don't know why 2. Maybe he kept in mind that I live in 2 different houses, and I kind of alternate between them every few days. He's like, yes, I've gotten both your IPs. There. And I was like, why did you throw down 2 IPs, man? I'm in 1 house right now. What was this supposed to mean? And then I looked up, what is my IP? That's literally why I looked up. That is the phrase I looked up. I found a website thing. It showed me my own IP. And I looked back, and I was like, none of these match. None of these are remotely close. And I was like, dude, I think you got the wrong state. I think you got the wrong continent, man. Where are you looking? Like, is it actually, like, in Canada? Yeah, I live in Canada. Oh my god, big shocker. It's like, what's someone gonna do from knowing that? Oh my god, guys, he's in Canada. Send an entire search team to search every house, knock, and be like, is this at this Soul's residence? And they're like, who? Because that's not my last name. My last name is not Soul. I wish it was. That would be a sick last name. Like, sure, is this Atlas's house? And the off chance they say yes, because it's, you know, like an uncommon name. Not many people are named Atlas. It's kind of a dumb name, if I do say so myself. I enjoy it, but it's kind of a dumb name to the public eye. In the off chance that, like, yes. Like, why would they say yes in the first place if someone there did, you know, was named Atlas? Second off, how do you know it's my specific house? Like, oh, it's this Atlas, it's gotta be. It's the only one. Like, you gotta pinpoint someone down if you're trying to do things. You know? Not giving them tips, but I'm, like, criticizing their works. So yeah, that's kind of the players on Munchie. They try and pull things like this all the time. According to my knowledge, am I gonna point names? No, why would I? I'm not on Munchie. It wouldn't benefit me. Like, sure, people from Munchie can be like, I'm gonna dox you, and I'll be like, okay. Just send the 2 IPs now, man. If both are from Egypt, I'm going to laugh at you. If one is from Egypt, and the other's from, like, I don't know, USA, then I'll applaud you a little. Like, you were close. At least you tried. I don't know. my comedy is all irrelevant. You are moving weirdly. I don't think you're cheating. You're just moving really weirdly, sir. But yeah, as I said, Munchy, as a server, I like playing it. The community sucks. The staff suck. You know, they leak IPs. They publicly reveal alt accounts, which is against their own rules. You know, they raid other staff members' Discord servers and then get punished for it. Like, okay, yeah, they did that, and then you punish them. Good job, you punished them. But you're not punishing the ones that... I just accepted death and I rubber band. The rubber band is too strong. Alright, I'm starting to decide that Munchy is worse than Hypixel. I prefer the rubber banding. This is my new superpower, man. In all honesty, is Munchy the worst server on all of Minecraft? Honestly, probably not, because there's servers like, you know, SkittleMC, where people roleplay and do all kinds of weird things, such as roleplay, and other weird things apart from roleplaying. The E-daters on Munchy. Am I gonna talk about them? And not really, because I don't have too much of an issue with them. You know, most of them are like, hey, we actually are in a long-distance relationship, and we value each other equally, and, you know, we want this relationship to work out. And then there's people like Vapan and Scarletra, who are like, oh my god, you're our biggest fan. And I'm like, I'm concerned because you two have been playing for 300 hours this week alone. Now, why do I use these two as an example? Because it's the best example. Like, eaters, in their own right, I don't have too much of a problem with them. Most of them are pretty chill. Those two, it's like the prime example. It's like, yes, those two are terrible, and a lot of people can agree. I'm gonna bully them, and everyone will agree with me easiest. Like, even if they don't like me, they'll be like, but I like this guy better than I like those two, so I'm gonna side with them. You know? You gotta appeal to the general public. What happened to Alyssa and Callahan, my favorite Minecraft couple? The rubber band, it strikes again. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Rubber banding is my superpower. Now, I can't get into the mindset that, like, one day I may be famous and people will be like, hey, now we have your personal information on the internet. Now, your first and last name, where you live, like, not your general location, but, like, you know, the country, and then I'm gonna, like, upset some crazy man. He's gonna be like, I'm going on a search hunt. Going on a search hunt. Whatever a search hunt is. Don't mind me, it's 4 AM and I'm very brain dumb right now. But yeah, at the end of the day, E-daters, I don't really have a problem with them. As long as they're chill, you know, they're not tearing people apart over their e-boyfriend. Like, that's a good place to end it off. Moral of the story, if you're e-dating someone, make sure your girl doesn't, like, go over Discord like, I have a Minecraft boyfriend, he will drop your KD into negative, kid. Don't mess with me. Crovis. MOO. Funny reference. Anyways, thank you for watching. I don't really have too much of an issue with Munchy itself. Bad Boy Halo's doing his best. He's just chilling. And then the staff. There could be better staff, to be honest. And Frost does his job fine. Cyber does his job fine. Crazy Dawn is probably like one of the best mods. Vezride and Platinum XO, they're fine for E-daters. They're actually, like, you know, not very aggressive. Vezride's just, you know, he sticks up for his friends, Vapan and Scarletra. And, once again, I can't judge people based on their friends. It's like me being friends with someone and someone, like, hating me, but they're friends with that person I'm friends with. Like, I hate you now. I'm not gonna be friends with you, because you're friends with him. You better unfriend him on MunchyMC, or I'm going to cut ties. You know, I don't really like blackmail like that. I think that's really dumb and cruel. And at the end of the day, it's just video games, man. Chill out. Anyways, bye.